One of the things I found completely interesting and um, sometimes overwhelming is that since this discovery of self, this oneness, is the mind's fascination. I mean, it's not just a fascination. It's a complete attachment, a complete, you know, I can't give up this association to opposing values. You see, of course, humans have created opposing values, whether it's through a Bible, whether it's through experiences, whether it's through a need to divide, a controlling aspect in life, an understanding. But this opposing values, it's fascinating for myself now to see that the only thing that ego, this mind, that now calls itself human, is cannot operate. I mean, as this whatever I am, I cannot operate in this world without an opposing value. Where are you going? Left or right? Where are you going up or down? Are you going forward or back? Are you in pain or are you in pleasure? Are you a man or are you a woman? Are you a good guy or a bad guy? What does it mean, you see? Is this two-way situation, form and formlessness, is that all that exists, you see? Because the mind, even science, cannot get beyond, one has to be either still or one has to be moving. And we've never really discovered 100% stillness, because 100% stillness, it cannot be known. How could it be known? You see, nothing is still, everything is moving. Everything is moving. Everything, even the planets are moving, the stars are moving, space is moving, the atoms are moving, the molecules are moving, the blood is moving, the breath is moving, the atmosphere is moving, the sun is moving, everything is moving. Yet we have come up with this idea that movement has an opposite of stillness has an opposite of movement has an opposite of stillness. Yet it's not proven. It's not proven exactly what good is. You see, because everyone has a definition of their own goodness. So we live in this world of, you know, a matrix of the identification of what good is. Good is to steal from the rich and give to the poor. Robin Hood, you know. No, that's bad, you see. That's bad. You cannot steal, you see. So there's a confrontation already. So opposing values are confrontations, whether we like it or not. Whether we like it or not. Today it's Mother's Day, so we have to put all our emphasis on mothers. No children, no fathers, no aunties, no uncles, no granddads, no grandmas. It's only for Mother's Day. So fine, you know, this is what we do. So we're always dissecting the whole of existence into pockets of opposing values. Yeah. No one said, how is your mother? Is your mother a good mother or a bad mother? Oh, well, no, she's okay. Oh, what does that mean? You see? The mind, it cannot drift outside of its, you have to go this way or that way. That's the only way, you see. That's the only way we can go. And the description of life is the creation of opposing values. Everything is fathomless. Well, what does fathomless mean? Well, you know, it's emptiness, you know. Yeah, but there are full things within this emptiness, you see. So we cannot accept one way. Yeah, we cannot accept one way, and that's absolutely understandable. Why could you? Why do we have to have one way? See, why not my way and his way and their way? See, that's we want to be one whole way, but we don't want to give up me. The word me, the association. You see, opposing values are simply words. They're simply words. When you go and automatically pull a child back from walking over a cliff, is that good? You see, we have to define it. We have to say, well, he's a good, yeah, well done, good, good, good. The experience, the emotional sensation of feeling this child is safe. The story is always expanding and vibrating because it's in line with movement, it's in line with change. But we don't like change. We accept change, but we don't like change. The old lady doesn't like, picking up the mobile phone and not speaking to the person on the other side, doesn't know how to do the options, doesn't know how to um, explain through technology how to. So the old person, they don't like change. You see, it was easy. I picked up my phone. Hello, yes. My broadband's not working. Okay, we'll get an engineer to fix it. Oh, thank you very much. Brilliant, simple. But it's not the case of modernization. We have to remain stagnant, but we want to remain somewhere that we don't have experiences of opposing values, because to experience happiness it becomes a desperation to find happiness. Happiness is just a word. Happiness is not associated to everyone's feeling the same way. So your happiness is ongoing. It doesn't have an opposite. Sadness can be happy. Your child comes home from university been away 10 years. Apart from FaceTime, never seen them, never hugged them, never touched them. You cry with happiness. You cry. It's so overwhelming. And everyone thinks, oh, that poor woman. Son's going away. No, son just came home. Why is she crying? She's happy. It's, when you come on to a platform and normal, what am I going to say? Am I going to be normal today? Or am I going to be, or let's use the word sensible. Am I going to be nonsensical? Or am I going to be sensible? You see, we're just here. When you understand that there's no particular preferred and correct way to enhance every viewer's life, you realize what's the point, you see? And the point is, it's pointless. You see, the root is the root. Yeah, to the spiritualist or to the enlightened or to the Vedanta, you understand root. Absolutely clearly understand root. R-O-O-T, the root of the tree, the root of my existence. And they point to the root, R-O-U-T-E. This is the root. The atheist or the religion, they say, no, the root is up there, that's God, up in the heavens. There's nothing with clarity. So when the speaker comes on, he understands he's just a babbling baboon. And then someone will say, but that's a derogatory towards human. Well, it's just a name, you see. I'm a very intelligent baboon. I'm a very happy baboon. I'm a wise baboon, you see. We'll always look for something to identify with in an opposing way. We'll always fight against opposition. We'll always stand our ground, you see. What is this, you see? What is this need to clarify and have oneness? Why is this a need, you see? Because the stillness that cannot be perceived, touched, felt, tasted, outside or inside, meaning the organs, the blood, the atoms, the molecules, the stillness. We know it exists, but we can't find it. So we're always going to fight against movement, fight against change, fight against, you know, this one's not doing it right. This one's doing it right. You know, this party they've done so much good, yeah, and this one's bad. Okay, let's look at the good party. And then millions say, no, yeah, but look at what they've actually done. They've done so many bad things within that good way. And your head starts spinning and your mind goes round and round. And that's why there's so much confrontations. Even in wonderful rooms with highly intelligent and wise people. And our mind starts spinning. They go in with clear vision. And the mind starts spinning. So what's the object? What's the point of this? What is the point of it? I'm not saying what is the point of the speaker being here. What is the point of life? What is it? You know, you see, the idea that we have to know that there's a point creates a division. That there's me and this point somewhere. Yeah. So the divisive one says, I am looking for a point. Okay. And then the intelligent one says, okay, let's start from the beginning. We know what you're looking for. You're not looking for the pointless, you're looking for a point. How are we going to do this? Are we going to look at religion or spirituality or science? One or the other. You can't go down just look at the point. Well, there has to be some sort of constructive way to look at the point. You see, this is why science and astronomers and everything, they always come to a place where they get close and then it moves off, because the one that is looking, the one that understands opposing values, the one that gives life to opposing values, is that one the problem, you see? As soon as you say, is that one the problem, it becomes problematic, you see? So you want to solve this problem. So we have the problems of the external world, which opposes itself every day. But the magnet, the positive and the negative, you know. In space we float upwards, or all around. On Earth, boom, gravity. So we have the pull inwards and the pull outwards. And then we realise that, okay, that we've given life to this world in, and this world out. So, I am in this universe, and the universe is out of me. It doesn't make sense, you see. So, what you then do is you try and make sense of it. You see, in the minute you awaken, you realize that there is no sense of this, meaning no common understanding. And there's no nonsense of this. It has to be something worth being here for. So the sense of it being worth can then be taken and say, like, yeah, maybe worth for you, it's worthless for me. You don't have to live my life. Oh my God, if I told you my life, then you'd say, okay, it's not worth it then. You see, so we have a definition between one that says my life is worthy and the other one says my life is not worthy. So we have this mind, this scurrying mind that loves to entangle itself, or not itself, and then try and entangle itself. And that's what human beings we do. As a child, we're born pure, and we get into a real tangled mess through education and words and identities and languages and meanings and purpose and you know, higher and lower, and then when you get that 40, 50 age, if you're lucky, you try and start untangling yourself. But the idea of stillness, the idea of still, how can it be tasted? Because stillness means end. But when you say end, I don't understand end. We don't understand end. When the body is lying in the coffin, you don't understand what's happened to the body. You don't understand what's happened to that, what appeared to be in the body, or the body appeared to be in that one. So we say, well, there's no end. Yeah. So you remove the end, you have to remove the beginning. And then you realize that between the opposing values of good and bad is reality, is truth. And you can't share that, because the minute you share it, it looks like there's one speaking about something that is different from your mind, or superior to your mind, or inferior to your mind. Because we all have this individual mind, this individual me, this individual name, this person, this Graham, this man, this baboon. So there's no point, you see. But it's not pointless. I mean, if there was no point, we would be still. We'd just be statues. Yeah. So the idea of movement, the idea of opposing values, is acceptable, because it keeps you going from side to side, you see. But when you understand that the side to side is just a game, it's just an illusion, it's just a way, it's just a human has given up its true inquiry and accepted life as it is in a person environment. I am the person, I was born, I will die, and in the middle, as that person, I will be completely able to find some sanity. Maybe I won't. Sometimes I have. Often I didn't. But there's a chance tomorrow. And if tomorrow doesn't work, you know, if I go insane again, I can always seek some help. And then the future looks good. And then you walk into your room and the television set goes on and there's all this, the future is bad, you see, and you think, oh my God, what the hell's going on? How can I get through this, you see? Well, the idea to get through is the problem. There's nothing to get through. Without mind, without ego, without opposites, without words, clarity, wisdom, and pure being is what we are. And we can introduce words like we have done in the past and say, okay, let's have a little game. Let's play it being the good boy and the bad boy, okay? And that's fine until someone takes it serious. I don't think that's good. You're making fun. I'm going to report you. So the speaker makes no apologies in blabbering, because that's what we do as humans. We are a babbling baboon. And you can say, well, I'm quite a handsome baboon, or I'm a really frumpy baboon. You know, I'm okay being a baboon. Actually, I don't want to be a baboon. I want to be something more higher, a lady, a man. I want to be an entrepreneur. I'm a human. I'm really offended by this baboon comment. Yeah. Life. When you see it from the point, the root, and the root's not down there and the root's not up there. The root is that what we're looking for, and that what we follow. I mean, the tree root in the ground, when does it stop? Oh, another root, another root, another root, another root, down and down into the earth. How do you expect to find an end to the root? You see? And in the opposing way, R-O-U-T, There's no end to this route, the route up and down and outwards. There's no end to that route. All is happening with no organization, no chaos, no logic, no preferred ways, no perfect ways, no bad ways, no good ways, no fearful ways, no gladiator ways. There's no ways that can be defined to say this is the way. So all we have to go by is I. I will take you to that route, no end. And I will take me to that route, no end. The same route. Because here and now, when there's no one wanting, desiring, seeking, looking, discovering, uncovering, recovering, when there's no one realizing, no one trying to establish, when you're just here and now, and this center point in your body, this navel, is midpoint between the two routes, that route and that route, you've found something very close to still. In fact, it's so close to still, it cannot be still. It's like when you're close to your child. You're not allowed to hug your child, you're not allowed to touch your child, but you're so close, meaning meaningfully close. To hell with you, and you hug your child. So that stillness of meeting your child in its truth, when it's born as a baby, and it's caught, and you're not allowed to pick it up, or you don't want to pick it up, and there's no one seeing any difference between me, the mother, and the child. Inside we were one, and we remain one. I don't have to do anything to this child. I don't have to prove anything to this child. I don't have to give anything to this child, except what we do as humans. Feed, warmth. You don't even have to hug it. The child knows. The child is inseparable. So on Mother's Day, all mothers, you don't have to get anything from your children. You know your children. They don't see you as anything more than an example of themselves. Pure, still, tranquil, conscious love. Happy Mother's Day.